There is one thing you cannot have, and that is something for nothing. There is no such thing as a free lunch. Nothing is free. You must give your attention, devotion, and loyalty to some subject, and then you will get a response, of course. Come to the waters and drink. Yea, he that hath no money, let him come. Buy wine and milk without money, without price. But the price is recognition. Price is belief, conviction. There's always a price to be paid. Nothing at all is free.
I think that we live in chronic disbelief. What if the truth was that you're greater than you think, more powerful than you know, more unlimited than you could ever dream? If you are the creator of your life, if you believe that to be the truth, then you have to believe in yourself. And your belief in yourself must be earned, because that means you put your time in. This is how greatness is created, when you show up to create when you don't feel like it. When you sit with yourself and not allow your mind to go to the past and all the problems and all the things, and instruct your mind to go to that vision of the future, that's a victory. That is the overcoming process.
Every human being is a creator, and they are creating their life. For many of us, we did not know that that was the case. We are creating our life through our thoughts. Our mind is super powerful.
Lack is separation, and separation is based on time. And so when you imagine that vision of your future, you're putting your attention in a future reality. You have one point of consciousness, that's your future, and you are making the choice from this point of consciousness that that's where you want to go. And the distance between those two is called time. And when it doesn't happen, we start to feel more lack and more separation, so we start to force outcomes. So we try harder, we manipulate, we compete, we fight, because trying is what you do when you're in lack. And so the person's living in separation their whole entire life, waiting for the event to occur to take away the feeling of not having it. And it could be their whole entire life. Wow. And that becomes a program. So then you ask them, why are you this way? Well, because life isn't working for me. That's the belief that they have. And they'll have a whole story that goes along with it.
When we focus on a thought and we really hold that focus, that thought will manifest in our life. Some people, they just see the abundance in the world. That's all that they see. They don't see any lack. They just see abundance, and everything seems to go right for them. Everything falls into place for them. They invest in this and it skyrockets, and they buy a house in this place and that suburb goes crazy. And it's like everything they touch turns to gold. But it's because they have the mindset that is toward wealth and abundance.
There's an abundance of leaves on the trees. There's an abundance of snow in the ground. There's an abundance of water in the universe. There's an abundance everywhere you go. You can enjoy an abundant life. You can have all of whatever it is you want, but you have to earn it.
And they don't have a mindset toward lack. And we have a lack mindset when we say things like, I'm broke, I don't have enough, I don't have enough to pay my bills. Whatever we say is what our life will be. And so if we are saying, I don't have enough money, then by law of attraction, we will not have enough money. We will continue to not have enough money. So what we have to do is we need to speak about what we want.
We become what we think about. Well, don't think lack and limitation. Think abundance in whatever you want. See yourself with plenty, with abundance. Hold the image and then just think, how can I get this?
I look upon money as divine substance, for everything is made from the one spirit. I know matter and spirit are one. Money is constantly circulating in my life, and I use it wisely and constructively. Money flows to me freely, joyously, and endlessly. Money is an idea in the mind of God. It is good and very good. That's a wonderful prayer.
Most people are letting what they have now control how they see themselves. They let their bank account control them. They let the friends they have control them. They let their conditions, their circumstance control them. That's not where we want to go.
Being poor is a disease. It is a mental attitude.
We become what we think about. Well, don't think lack and limitation. Think abundance in whatever you want. See yourself with plenty.
Begin now to see money in its true significance and role in life as a symbol of exchange. That's all it is. It has taken many forms down through the ages. Money to you should mean freedom from want. It should mean beauty, luxury, abundance, sense of security, and refinement. You're entitled to it.
There is no excuse for not living up to your fullest potential. I stopped saying I've got to wait for good things to happen to me, and I said I'm going to grind. I'm going to fight. I'm going to work. I'm going to press toward. I'm going to learn. I'm going to do everything in my power every single day. I'm going to do everything in my power to become a victor and not a victim.
Disappointments are not special gifts reserved for the poor. Everybody has them. The difference is what you do about it. It's not the weather. I used to blame the weather, and I discovered it rains on the rich. So see, that won't happen. What are you going to do that'll make a change in your life's direction? Good question. What are you going to do starting tomorrow that'll make a difference? Now see, if you don't do something starting tomorrow that'll make a difference, guess what? It's gonna be the same. And see, that way you can guess what the next 5 years are gonna be like. Look at the last 5. Because the next 5 are gonna be like the last 5 unless you, major key, tomorrow, change it all. Or change a little, or change something, or don't.
The price is recognition. The price is belief, conviction. There's always a price to be paid. Nothing at all is free. As salvation, people say, is free. No, it isn't. By grace are ye saved through faith, Paul said. And grace simply means that the love, the light, and the glory of the infinite responds to any man when he calls upon it. Call upon me, I will answer you. I will be with you in trouble. I will set you on high because you have known my name. So grace simply means the response of a supreme intelligence to your conscious thinking and acting. It's available to all men.
What can you do starting tomorrow that'll make a difference? Good question. What can you do with economic chaos, massive disappointment? What can you do with a broken heart? What can you do when it won't work? Good question. So if I had a word with you tonight, one-on-one, just you and me, I think my personal advice to you would be, this year, reach down inside of you.
Nothing is permanent. And a lot of times you have to learn to perform without motivation. You have to learn to perform without purpose. You have to learn to perform a lot of different things. And that's what people think. They think I need to have this motivation to work out, to study, to be better.
Come up with some more of those remarkable human gifts. They're there, waiting to be utilized. And then change anything for you want to change. And I challenge you to do that because you can change. If you don't like how it is for you, change it. If it doesn't suit you, change it. If it doesn't please you, change it. If it isn't enough, change it. And I challenge you to do that because you can change. See, you don't ever have to be the same again.
People stop me and they say, I want to quit, I want to give up. That's the end of their emotional belief. But if you show up to be a creator in spite of those voices, in spite of the mismanagement of your attention and energy and not having enough time, or feeling, something happened in your day and it caused you to not want to create, the days that you show up anyway, and you remember that's the belief in your future, and that's your passion, you will earn that future. And that is the overcoming process that allows you to become anything, abundant or healthy or whatever it is that people want.
Winners win and losers lose. I can't explain it any better than that. I don't know how it happens, but winners win And if you create a culture of losing, if you keep being a victim, if you keep letting losing happen to you, if you keep letting people do you and treat you any kind of way, it's going to become a culture.
To change your life, really, you need ideas. There isn't anything an idea can't change.
The moment you're empowered, you are moving towards your success. The moment you're in love with yourself and you're in love with others, you'll create an equal. The moment you are in awe of life, you're going to have a mystical experience. And so that's cause and effect, right? So then if you can teach people then how to create, instead of from lack or separation, but create from wholeness, and create from what we call the quantum field instead of three-dimensional reality.
What's the difference?
A young singer was invited to give an audition. She'd been looking forward to the interview, but on 3 previous occasions she had failed miserably due to fear of failure. She was giving suggestions of failure to her own subconscious. She had a good voice, but she'd been saying to herself, when the time comes for me to sing, maybe they won't like me. I'll try, but I'm full of fear and anxiety. I'm bound to fail. Her subconscious mind accepted these negative autosuggestions as a request, and they proceeded to manifest them and bring them into her experience. The cause was an involuntary autosuggestion, that is, silent fear thoughts emotionalized and subjectified. You see, your thought is your prayer. If you don't know the workings of your mind, how on earth can you pray? She overcame it by the following technique. 3 times a day, she isolated herself in a room. She sat down comfortably in an armchair, relaxed her body and closed her eyes. And she imagined she was as relaxed as a wet leaf on a log. Did you ever see a wet leaf on a log? Picture it in your mind and you'll relax. She stilled her mind and body in a wonderful way. Physical inertia favors mental passivity and renders the mind more receptive to ideas, suggestions. She counteracted the fear suggestion by saying to herself, God is the great singer, God is the great musician within me, the living Spirit Almighty. I sing beautifully, majestically, and gloriously. I am poised, serene, confident, and calm. She repeated the statement slowly, quietly, and with feeling from 5 to 10 minutes at each setting, knowing that whatever you attach to I am, you become.